as we mark International Women's Day, which has been there in a long, long, long time, I'd like just to talk about the theme for this year: Accelerate Action. The UN, as UNSOS has been working, there's a lot of support from mission leadership for really supporting the gender agenda on ensuring that gender parity is ingrained within the mission. We see right now UNSOS is at 34% of women compared to 20% in 2020. And we can see that even the Somali women are participating very actively. We see it in the gender thematic group. The participation is amazing. And we are moving further to ensure that women participate, Somali women particularly, participate in the areas of elections, protection, and even in the political arena. We're seeing women leading the Women Political Caucus. We're seeing the participation is increasing. There is a change. However, they think we still need to do more. I would say that I would encourage everyone in your small areas where you're working, if you just mentor, support one woman, the ripple effect will be great. Thank you.
It's a celebration of the achievements of women, the struggles of women, and making sure that those of us who are in a position to help develop and further equality use the opportunity to remind people around the world and within our own organisations that we need to do more. We need to involve, we need to grow, and we need to appreciate what females do in our lives and in our workplaces. And if we look at this year's theme, currently it's going to take an estimated 5 generations for gender equality to be met. So if you're looking at a process of acceleration, we've got 130 years before reaching gender parity across employment, opportunities, leadership, and social and development opportunities for women, which isn't good enough. I think it just shouldn't matter to women. All of those who have got a mother, a wife, a daughter, or a sister should be involved, as should all fathers, brothers, and sons.
Best moment in leadership is when I support colleagues, and this one don't only go for women but also men, because if we talk about gender equality, we have to talk about both men and women, boys and girls. So finding myself in ATMIS, or the new mission now, Awesome, amongst female and men, I feel good to transfer that knowledge to my colleagues, especially women in peace support operations. I want to tell this, the world that our women in this arena have worked significantly well in supporting the Somali police women. We have women in various departments who enhance the skills in our police women, the Somali police women, which gear towards improving the capabilities of our brothers and sisters in Somalia.
As a Somali woman working with UN Women Somalia, we advocated and we did a lot of capacity building for the women in parliament to take roles on women political participation, as well as women in leadership and decision making. Thus, this led to them advocating more and locking heads with the male in the parliament to enable the inclusion of the 30% quota in the constitution.
In Somalia, UNFPA is also supporting with other UN agencies the improving and strengthening the legislative environment, the legislative framework to end FGM and to end gender-based violence. For UNFPA and for the work that we do, there is really existing gender barriers to the kind of information and services that women and girls need to be able to develop themselves, to be able to make the choices that will lead to improving their well-being. So we believe that if we have strong legislations and policies, not only on gender-based violence, policies that enable women to access reproductive health services autonomously by themselves. We believe that if we have such legislations and policies that give women that power, that give women that access, that women and girls in Somalia are able to also be able to have a say in what happens to their body and in what happens in their life. Investment in the health and rights of women in Somalia are the critical focal areas, and we believe that they are foundational elements and components to realizing and achieving gender equality and women's empowerment, especially in Somalia.
My role involves providing water and sanitation to the personnel in UNSOS, and over the years I have recruited women who are not only qualified but they have the experience to provide these services. The message I would like to give to the Somali women is that women, we are the builders, the nurturers, the nation builders. There is a saying that when you train a woman, you train a nation. So I would suggest that for the women, please ensure that your children get education.
To all the Somali women and girls out there, and to all the other women around the globe who aspire to work towards international peace and security, my message is your story, your experience need to be heard. And I think it's also important, never forget to extend a helping hand to those around you and to those who are behind you, because I think it's really important to understand that only if we work together we can achieve gender equality.